Have you ever noticed that returning to the office after a long beach weekend feels like your brain is just, I don't know, operating in two completely different realities?
Oh, totally. 100%.
Right, like one minute you were listening to the rhythm of crashing waves, and the next, your inbox is just flooded.
Yeah. The phone is ringing off the hook.
Exactly. And you were scrambling just to find the right words. I mean, it is a universal shock to the system.
It really is. And, navigating that exact collision of vacation bliss and workplace reality is exactly what we are exploring today. I am Teacher Rachel.
And I am Teacher Paulo. Welcome to Acad FM.
Yes, welcome.
This deep dive is created by the team at AcademiaBSB, Cursos Intelligentes. We are bringing that bright, welcoming morning show energy straight to your headphones today.
We absolutely are. And today is Monday, May 4th, 2026.
Yep, and we are looking right at you, our wonderful listener, as we analyze the latest class notes for the English Conversations course.
We're focusing on Group T243 today, right?
We are. And specifically celebrating the progress of our amazing student, Noyang Vital.
Ah, I love her progress.
Same. She is operating at a solid B1 level of the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages.
Which is just such a dynamic level, because at B1, students are, finally expressing their true personalities in English.
Yeah, the training wheels come off a bit.
Exactly, and that ties right into our entire mission at Academia BSB. We are dedicated to teaching adult women how to learn English at a distance using our original platform materials.
But the real secret ingredient is how we connect the mechanics of the language to the vibrant, everyday reality of our Brazilian students.
So true. So today, we're going to trace a path right through that messy post-vacation brain.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we'll unpack the exact vocabulary you need to survive the transition from the beach straight to the boardroom.
And then, we'll look at why that workplace stress makes our tongues just tie up on specific pronunciations.
Right. And we'll roll right into how we actually use these phrases with our colleagues. Plus, untangling a massive grammar trap that catches, almost every Brazilian speaker.
Oh, the grammar trap. I know the one.
Yep. And finally, we'll explore how tuning our ears to native speakers unlocks basically everything.
Let's get right into it. So let's start with that friction between the relaxing holiday and the demanding office. Noyan just returned from a glorious 3-day holiday.
So lucky.
I know, right? Let's look at the language of the workplace first. The very first word is the verb, to breathe.
Ah, essential.
In Portuguese, this translates to respirar. The sentence from class is, I need to take a moment to breathe before checking my emails.
Which is basically my Monday mantra.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
And an extra related verb would be to sigh. That long, heavy exhale you do when you finally clear your inbox.
Oh, yes. The end of day sigh.
Exactly. But wait, I want to push back on something in the notes here.
Oh, what's...
Well, there was a discussion about the idiom, breathing down my neck, which implies a boss is aggressively micromanaging you.
Right, yeah.
But Moyen's boss is actually known for being very calm. So why are we bringing up a stressful idiom if her reality is the exact opposite?
Well, that is exactly the point. It was brought up as a really powerful contrast.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, understanding the idiom, breathing down your neck, helps you appreciate when it actually isn't happening. Nguyen is super lucky because her boss trusts her.
That makes total sense.
But, the modern workplace still brings us to our next word, which is an adjective. Overwhelmed.
Oof. In Portuguese, we say sobrecarregada.
Yeah. That word physically sounds heavy, doesn't it?
It really is a heavy word.
It makes me think of the brilliant researcher Brené Brown.
Oh, I love her.
Right. She writes so profoundly about the emotional lives of women. She notes that being overwhelmed isn't just about being busy.
Right.
It's the feeling that our lives are unfolding faster than the human nervous system can manage.
Wow, that hits the nail on the head.
It really does. So the English sentence here is, today my boss is overwhelmed with work. And an extra related adjective would be exhausted.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, our last workplace word is the noun employee. In Portuguese, this is funcionário or empregado.
Okay.
The sentence is, we need to welcome the new employee to the team.
Mm-hmm.
And Noyan is actually dealing with 4 new hires right now.
Oh, wow. 4?
Yep, 3 women and 1 man. An extra related noun here would be colleague.
Perfect. So let's completely contrast that office stress with the vacation mindset she just left behind.
Yes, please. Take me to the beach.
We have a beautiful cluster of words here. First is the adjective alone. In Portuguese, sozinha.
Nice.
Sentence, sometimes it is peaceful to travel alone. And a related adjective is solitary, which has a slightly more poetic nuance.
I like that. Solitary. Next is the adjective empty which translates to Vatsia.
Right.
The class sentence is, Nguyen prefers to walk on an empty beach with her husband.
Honestly, who doesn't?
Exactly. A related adjective is vacant. And on that beautiful empty beach, we have the noun waves. In Portuguese, ondas.
Oh, the sound of the waves.
Yes. Sentence, she loves to sit and listen to the crashing waves. A related noun is tides.
Which naturally leads to the verb swim, which is nadar.
Yep.
Sentence, it is refreshing to swim in the ocean. A related verb is dive.
Love diving.
And when you get out of the water, you might do our next verb, read, which is lurler. Sentence, I always read a good book on holiday. A related verb is right.
Now we get to the practicalities of the Brazilian sun.
Very important.
Super important. The noun is sunscreen lotion. In Portuguese, protetor solar.
Essential.
Right. Sentence, you must apply sunscreen lotion before going outside. And a related noun is sunblock.
And you definitely need that lotion if you were going to do the next verb phrase, to sunbathe, meaning tomar sol.
Oh, yeah.
The sentence is, many tourists like to sunbathe for hours. But interestingly, Noiana actually does not like the sun on her face.
Smart woman.
Right. A related verb would be to relax.
Well, she avoids the sun because of our next noun, skin, which is pele.
Okay.
Sentence, protecting your skin is essential. Related noun, complexion. And her skin is the adjective, sensitive, meaning sensible.
Oh, okay.
Sentence, she has very sensitive skin. Related adjective, delicate.
Well, if you ignore that sensitivity, you experience the verb burn, which is kaimar.
Ouch.
Yeah. Sentence, if you forget lotion, your shoulders will burn. Related verb, peel.
Even worse.
Much worse. Ideally, though, you achieve the verb phrase to get tanned, meaning bronzer say.
Yes, the goal.
Exactly. Sentence, it takes just a few hours in the sun to get tanned. Related phrase, to get glowing.
Awesome. And we have two final scene-setting nouns. Countryside, which means interior or zona rural.
Beautiful.
Sentence, São Paulo has a beautiful countryside. Related noun, outskirts. And finally, clutch bag, which is bolsa de mão or carteira.
Cute.
Sentence, she packed a small clutch bag for the evening dinner. Related noun, handbag.
Okay, so knowing all these beautiful words is fantastic. But here is the reality of adult language learning, right?
Yeah.
When you are a bit overwhelmed back in the office, the connection between your brain and your mouth can just like short circuit.
Oh, totally.
That is exactly when our tongues get tight on pronunciation.
The stress absolutely makes us stumble. So let's practice a few pairs of words that often trip up Brazilian speakers.
Great idea.
We will read the word clearly, say a full sentence containing the word, and then emphasize that target word again at the very end of the sentence.
Okay, this first pair is crucial, especially for Nguyen, who is currently introducing those 3 new female employees.
That's true.
The vowel sound shifts completely. Let's practice. Woman. She's a very intelligent woman. Woman. Right. And then plural.
Women. The 3 new employees are women. Women.
It's all in that first vowel sound. It goes from a woo to a wee.
Exactly.
Next up, a classic mix-up. Because of that the sound, specifically involving days off.
Oh, I hear this one all the time.
Free. Do not have any time. Free. Free.
Right, like liberdade. Exactly. And the number, 3. She just returned from a holiday that lasted days. 3? 3.
You really have to put your tongue right between your teeth for that 3.
Yep, you really do.
Now let's look at a silent letter situation where the K disappears entirely.
Okay.
No, I really want to get to know.
No. Like knowledge.
Right. Versus now, we have to finish this report right now. Now.
Perfect. And the final pair, dealing with that E sound.
Let's hear it.
New. Everything is strange when you are brand new. New.
Oh.
Neo.
Okay.
The architectural style of the building was strictly neo. Neo.
Excellent. Okay, so now that we have our mouths working properly, let's look at how we actually interact with our colleagues.
Yes, moving from isolated pronunciation to fluid everyday office dynamics.
Right, because nobody just speaks in single words.
Definitely not. So first we have the phrases I kept tabs on and I did a follow-up on.
Huh.
Both of these mean you're basically monitoring a situation. Next is to welcome the new employees, which is, making them feel comfortable on day 1.
Love that. Then we have the psychology of meeting people. Like, my first impression is positive. Also, they want to impress and to cause a good first impression.
Super important in the corporate world.
Absolutely. Finally, we have future expectations. Looking forward to, which means anticipating something with a lot of joy. You can also say, I am counting the days to.
Or the total opposite.
Right. I am not planning to do anything special.
So let's see how these phrases actually weave together in real life.
Oh, like a role play.
Yeah. Imagine two Brazilian professionals catching up by the coffee machine on a Monday morning. You ready?
I'm ready. I'll take the second part.
Okay. Good morning. How was your weekend? I kept tabs on the email chain, but it looked quiet.
Morning! Yes, it was quiet. I am not planning to do anything special this week, just trying to catch up. Did you do a follow-up on the onboarding schedule?
I did. I'm actually heading down right now to welcome the new employees. My first impression is positive from their resumes.
That's great. I remember my first day, I was so nervous because I really wanted to cause a good first impression. I'm sure they want to impress the boss.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I better get down there. I'm already looking forward to Friday, to be honest. I am counting the days to the weekend.
And scene. Honestly, that rhythm is exactly how native speakers use those phrases.
It really is. It flows so naturally.
Right. Well, speaking of breaks and weekends, we are going to take a quick little commercial break ourselves.
Perfect timing.
Stick around, everyone. We will be right back with more Acad FM.
And we are back.
Welcome back, everyone.
You know, speaking of coming back to the office and making your first impression, I just have to share this story I heard.
Oh, no. Is it a good one?
It's hilarious. So this woman came back from an amazing weekend down in Trancoso.
Okay. Beautiful spot.
Right. She walked into a very serious Monday morning boardroom meeting. She opened her laptop, and a literal pile of white beach sand just spilled out all over the mahogany conference table.
Oh, my gosh. No way.
Yes. And if that wasn't enough, she was so flustered she accidentally grabbed her sunscreen lotion instead of her hand sanitizer.
You are joking.
I wish I was. She started vigorously rubbing SPF 50 all over her hands while the CEO was talking. Talk about two realities colliding.
That is amazing. And honestly, it's a perfect metaphor for what happens in our brains when we try to translate our Portuguese realities directly into English.
Exactly. The sand just spills everywhere.
Which leads us perfectly into the biggest grammar trap for Brazilian learners.
Let's hear it.
The simple past versus the present perfect. Specifically, the difference between do you know and have you been to?
Oh, yes. I have to admit, I struggle with this concept.
It's tough.
Because in Portuguese, we use the verb conhecer for literally everything. If I've read 5 books about London, watch every documentary, and know the subway map by heart, I conheço London.
Right.
So why can't I just say, I know London, to mean the exact same thing in English? It feels so illogical to an outsider.
I get that. It feels illogical until you look at how English rigidly categorizes physical experience versus intellectual knowledge.
Okay, break that down for me.
So, do you know, strictly means having information about a place.
Got it.
But have you been to means having physically, literally traveled there. Your physical body occupied that space. Think of the simple past as a photograph with a date stamped on the back. It belongs to a specific day, yesterday.
Okay, the dated photograph.
Right. But the present perfect is like a tattoo. It happened in the past, but it is a permanent life experience that you are still wearing on your skin right now.
Wow, that tattoo analogy makes so much sense.
Right.
So looking at the class notes, Noyan knows Santa Maria. Like, she has the intellectual information.
Exactly.
But she has been to Sao Paulo. She physically traveled there and loved the countryside.
Spot on. So if you are networking at a global conference, right?
Yeah.
And someone asks, have you been to London? And you say, yes, I know London.
They will think you are just a big fan of British history, not an actual traveler.
Exactly. Let's give some clear examples so you can really hear the architecture of these sentences.
Good idea. Let's do the present perfect first. The tattoo.
Okay. Interrogative. Have you been to China?
And the negative. I haven't been to China.
Perfect. Now, if we look at that dated photograph, the simple past, interrogative. Did you go to China yesterday?
Okay, I see the difference. And back to the tattoo, the present perfect for permanent life experience. Interrogative. Have you kissed a girl?
Right. Have you kissed a girl? It's asking about an experience that you carry with you up to this very moment. Boom. Present perfect.
Boom. But here's the thing. Understanding that grammar logically is great, but to really master it, you have to tune your ear to how native speakers actually use it in the wild.
Absolutely. And that is exactly why the Vacation Opinions listening task was so vital for the class.
Yeah, the students listened to 2 very different perspectives there.
They did. Tandy gave her opinion preferring the beach, swimming, playing in the sand, watching dolphins.
My kind of vacation.
Right. But Dion prefers the mountains. Hiking, climbing, telling stories around a campfire, just quiet nature.
Real quick, the notes mentioned a ski resort came up in Dion's section.
Oh, yes. Good catch.
For our listeners, a ski resort is a specific mountain destination dedicated entirely to winter sports.
Yeah.
Lots of snow, ski lifts, very thick jackets.
Very thick jackets.
But I have a question. Why do we torture ourselves with authentic native English audio when textbook audio is just so much easier to understand?
Oh, that's a great question. Because honestly, textbook audio is an illusion.
An illusion.
Yeah. Native speakers link their words together, they drop consonants, and they use natural intonation. It's messy.
So true.
By training your ear with up-to-date real-life audio, you stop trying to translate word by word. Your brain starts to subconsciously absorb the rhythm of that present perfect grammar.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you basically stop calculating the language and you start feeling it.
I love that. You feel the language. And
Yeah.
then, after you take all that language in, you have to produce your own thoughts.
Yes. You have to speak and write. The writing exercise asks 2 questions. How is your work going today so far? And what is your favorite travel destination?
Okay, let's get creative here. Let's synthesize everything we've talked about today.
Oh, I like where this is going.
What if we combine the stress of the office with the vocabulary of the beach into a completely different narrative?
Let's do it.
Imagine writing something like, my favorite travel destination is an empty beach in the countryside. I took my clutch bag and sat on the sand. Because I have sensitive skin, I applied lots of sunscreen lotion to avoid a burn.
I love this.
I didn't want to sunbathe, so I just listened to the waves so I wouldn't feel overwhelmed by the sun.
That is such a brilliant way to actively manipulate the vocabulary.
Just mixing it all up.
And looking at the Teacher's Enhancement Insights section in the notes, this is the exact psychological shift students need to make.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, it is about taking simple, isolated sentences and weaving them together into complex thoughts. So instead of writing, I went to the beach. It was empty. I put on sunscreen.
Kind of robotic.
Very robotic. You enhance it to, when I visited the empty beach, I made sure to apply sunscreen lotion to protect my sensitive skin.
Oh, that sounds so much better.
It adds texture and confidence to your communication.
Texture and confidence.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And you know what? Nothing builds confidence quite like seeing your hard work actively recognized.
Oh, for sure.
Which brings us to a really fun part of the Academia BSB experience. Gamification points.
Yay. I love talking about this because it taps right into the psychology of adult learning.
It totally does.
Because when you are an adult, let's face it, nobody's giving you a gold star for doing your homework.
Sadly, no.
But habit building still requires positive reinforcement. So as you complete class activities and homework, you earn points. Or, as we say in Brazil, estrelinhas.
Little stars.
Yes, and these attach directly to your online profile.
And they help you climb the student rank ladder.
Right. They do.
And it isn't just a digital pat on the back. With enough points, students compete for monthly giveaways of incredible school products, like books, pencil cases, mugs, T-shirts.
Amazing stuff.
And you can even use your points to pay for courses.
It creates such a beautiful cycle of motivation. And I actually have the absolute pleasure of announcing today's results.
Drum roll, please.
Stars won today, 18.
Yes, that is incredible.
Huge warm congratulations to our student Nguyen. Earning 18 stars is a massive accomplishment.
It really is.
Nguyen, we are so incredibly proud of the dedication you are showing to your own growth.
Keep up that amazing work. This whole deep dive today has been centered around the friction of traveling, exploring new environments, and ultimately figuring out how to express ourselves when we get there.
It really has, and actually reminds me so much of that beautiful memoir, Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert.
Oh, such a good book.
Published back in 2006. At its core, that book is a profound journey of a woman finding her authentic voice, exploring the vast world, and forming deep connections across cultures.
That perfectly mirrors what we do here.
Right. Learning a language is the exact same journey. You are literally finding a new voice so you can connect with the world on a much deeper, more authentic level.
What a beautiful parallel. I love that.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up today's deep dive, I want to leave you, our listener, with a final provocative thought to mull over.
Okay, let's hear it.
If you could wake up tomorrow morning, walk right out your front door, and flawlessly use your English skills in any single destination on Earth, where exactly are you standing?
Oh, that's a good one.
And, more importantly, who is the very first person you would strike up a conversation with?
Hold on to that image, everyone. Let it really motivate your studies this week, because as we always say here at Academia BSB, it's not only about the language, it's all about communication.
Thank you so much for exploring with us today. Have an amazing, highly productive week, and we will definitely see you next time.
Bye, everyone.